Valentine's Day, I can remember how all the years ago it would be so small, just a few bunches, or if you sold 10 or 12 bunches, you'd think you'd really made it. Now, you would not believe how many there are on Valentine's Day. In fact, we're working a few days before we're in as you can see, we're prepping all the boxes, all the ribbons, all the things all ready. But the only thing about Valentine's Day, as opposed to Mother's Day, is that the boys don't think till the last minute, and they think they're the only one that's ever sent flowers before, and they say, now, I wonder what time she'll be and I wonder where she'll be. They don't realise that you're doing hundreds, literally hundreds on that day, and you just get them out as quickly as you can. And it's always great fun because the lads are amazing. I love Valentine's Day. It really is fun. In 1961, I'd been serving my time, definitely made up my mind that I wanted to be a florist. Not a farmer's, although a farmer's daughter. Dad said, oh, there isn't anything to do in this flower job. I don't know whether it'll manage. You'd be better farming. But I decided I wanted to do it. And after serving my time at in another florist for quite a few years, I took a little shop, £1 a week. Now, can you get a shop in this day and age for £1 a week? I worked every minute God sent. I still do work every minute there is. In fact, sometimes there aren't any days or hours left that I don't work. So the difference now is that we do more for special events. It's either birthdays or the young girl in your life, or as we do coming up to Valentine's Day, which we are. I'll just tell you another little thing about men. They're always late. I'm just jogging the mind, because they only think they're the only ones that have ever thought about it, and they're always on the last minute. But nevertheless, I'm always glad to see them, and I have a great deal of fun at Valentine's Day. I play at the Freckleton Methodist Church in the village, and I've played ever since when I was 14, I played what they would call once a quarter, and then eventually I got that I could actually get my feet would reach. When my legs got long enough, I was touching the pedals. I can nearly tell you the hymn that I practiced on, because I could only get sort of two, just dum dum like that to get just to get the two. And slowly but surely, from 14 I did a little bit, and at 17 I took over organist, and I still enjoy playing. My first Valentine would be in 62, so how many is that are you good at adding up? It would be probably about, it's over 60 Valentine's Days, and I've seen how it's developed. It really has. It's becoming business, big business, and it did used to just be flowers, but now everybody else is creeping in. They're all jumping on the bandwagon, and they buy sort of the perfumes and all the other things, but it's still flowers. It is red roses. It's we try and say so. If anything, slightly creeping up, I would say that white and greens are coming. They are. If you're a little bit posh, rather than just being romantic, it honestly is red roses. I don't think this time at my age, I don't think anybody will ever bother to send me a Valentine. So no, not this year, no way. I think on the next life I come into, I think I might change one or two things. I've never done anything only work all my life. I'm very boring. Do you know what? Honestly, I've worked with all sorts of exciting people, and of course it was a pleasure with the Queen, because I don't know whether you saw, I was on telly, which fancy being on telly, and that was an amazing experience, and that was only because I had over the years done flowers for Her Majesty, and in fact I said I shook hands with her on 3 occasions, and I remember on one time they said, oh, this is Margaret and she's done all the flowers, and she said, have you really? And they're beautiful. Now she must get thousands of things, but fancy looking straight at me and telling me my flowers were good. You can't get better than that, can you? Oh, please don't anybody think it's only for the young ones. I mean, I don't know that I dare tell you how old I am, that I'm 87, and I'm still looking, so, you know, just don't, I'm not giving up. And there's nothing more exciting than getting a Valentine and getting something. It doesn't matter if it's only just a single flower, it doesn't matter. It's that somebody thinks about you. And the young ones think that they're the only ones, but I'll tell you what, there's a lot of trouble if somebody who's been married 60 years doesn't go and get something, just a flower or two. They don't lose it, they still want it. And the men, they get in trouble if they don't remember. So I'm just reminding everybody, on the 14th, you better be there with your flowers. I'm very fortunate, and I'm hoping, and you never can count your chickens till they're hatched, but my mother was just a month too short of 100, and I definitely want to beat her, and never ever, as long as my health is as it is, I shall work until I'm carried out of here in a box. I've looked at people, once they sort of sit down and do nothing, they just go sleepy. And I haven't time to go sleepy.